Hey everyone, Faisal here for All Things Mobile, and today I'll be doing a quick unboxing and review of the Samsung Smart Camera ST200F. So this is a, as it may appear, it's a typical point-and-shoot camera. So it's a 16.1 megapixel camera. It has 10 times optical zoom. It's got a 3-inch screen that's not a touch screen, just a regular viewing screen, as well as it has Wi-Fi. Friendly reminder that reminds you that you should have a micro SD card. On the back you just get some nice little pictures describing a couple of the features like the 10 times zoom, Wi-Fi connectivity, and you guys can see there are services like email, Picasa, Facebook, YouTube, etc. Motion photo, what else? And here they detail that this does record in HD, and you can see that the resolution is 1280 by 720, so that's 720p. It saves the movie files in using the H.264 codec, which is a codec that can be compressed, which is very nice. On the side, just some serial numbers in the color black. Front, just the manufacturer name, model number, clear photo, model, photo. Pretty simple. Here you've just got the same stuff written here, except now you've got the words, and that's pretty much all there is to the box. Let's open this up. And you are greeted with the camera. So smart cameras, innovation makes it easy. Let's pull out the camera. So this is the digital camera itself. As you guys can see here, it does use the Samsung zoom lens, 10 times optical zoom, Wi-Fi connectivity, live panorama, 10x here. On the back, LCD, not a touch screen, so we got a lot of the buttons here. And we'll take a look at this in just a minute. Let's see what else we get in the box. So in the box, you get the plastic tray there. This is the charger adapter thing, and this is a USB. And if you look closely, you'll notice that this is actually a micro USB, which in this day and age is amazing, because if you have a smartphone or even a regular phone that uses micro USB, you know how easy it is just to swap out accessories. So if you guys didn't already know or didn't already get the clue yet, you plug this into this adapter, and you plug this end into the camera, and away you go. You can charge your digital camera. And the only other thing in the box you get is some manuals, instructions. This is a wrist strap that comes in the box. This is the software CD. The rest of the stuff is just paperwork. And you'll notice that again, this is only compatible with Windows XP, Vista, and Windows 7. So there is no Mac OS support here again, which is quite interesting, because the last one as well, the last camcorder I did, the QF20, that did not support Macs either. So it's kind of interesting. Now we will take a look at the actual digital camera. So here's the camera again. We will take it out of the plastic wrap and we will examine it. So here, LCD, it's 3 inches, whole bunch of buttons, menu, it's a home button, display, sleep timer, macro, flash, that's playback, that's delete. Up top you get the power button, model, that's a speaker, zoom in, zoom out, it's a little slider thing. Shutter button, you could push halfway to focus, all the way down to take the photo. This is actually where the lanyard goes, or rather the wrist strap. And here is that micro USB charging port, as well as it also does the AV, so that's the audio video out. On the bottom you've got the tripod mount. Tripod mount. And here you've got a different type of battery door. It's not like the same conventional ones. You don't push the whole thing, you just push the little thing in the middle there. So let's take a quick look at the battery here. So this is the Samsung BP85A battery. It's 850 milliamp hours, so this is actually not, the largest battery Samsung has put out. So you want to keep that in mind. Let's turn this thing on. Oh, and on the front, flash and light there. So turning this thing on, you guys can see if I have a subject. Let's use my phone, BlackBerry Curve 9360. You guys can see that I can zoom in, zoom out, just like a regular, digital camera. And if I want to actually do a little macro shot here, show you guys how that autofocus works. So, oops. Yeah, so just press and hold, and you'll get the autofocus, and that snaps the photo. I turned off flash purposely, and yes, you get the memory full error. So, yep, that's that. When we take a look at the device, we can see that it does have a very nice little UI. You can also use this to move it around, which helps a lot, because if you're here, you have to go all the way through that, or go up and then do that. But this is much easier, much faster. So user interface here, nice fluid. You can go through this fairly quickly. There's basic, album, magic, which is just the effects and filters and whatnot, scene modes, Wi-Fi, and basic again. So smart auto is kind of like what they use in most of their cameras now. Program is you could set your own settings. Smart movie is basically smart auto but in a video. Movie is movie mode, settings like panorama scene. In the settings we can adjust sound, display, connectivity. You can see that display, general. So a lot of settings, but it's pretty self-explanatory, and it's pretty, in terms of what you can change here, it's pretty basic. It's the standard stuff. What's interesting is if I want to go back to my photo right here, and let's say I took this one. This is a much better macro shot I took, although you guys can't really, there you go. That's a good macro shot I took of my keyboard. And hang on, let's get this to focus again. So what you do is you press the menu button, and that kind of just pops into the screen, which is kind of nice effect. Share, and then via Wi-Fi, and here is where you can share via all your services. So email, Facebook, Picasa, PhotoBucket, SkyDrive, Wi-Fi Direct. Going back, you can set it as a wallpaper if you want as your display. Oops. And let's go back to the photos, shall we? What else can we do? Start slideshow and rotate intelligent portrait. Protect. Let's turn protect off. Let's get it off. So that just prevents it from being deleted. And I'll show you guys this mode again. So here I've got menu, turn on off flash, photo size, and timer. Under photo size, actually, you've got an array of options. So you can go from, this is 16 megapixels to 4 megapixels for the same resolution, but it'll tell you what ratio it's good for. Again, 12 megapixels, 10, 5, 3, 2, and 1. And then if you press and hold, or rather if you just keep it there, it will tell you that whatever ratio that's appropriate, what this mode or this setting is appropriate for this photo size. Going back to that, smart auto, up, display, left, or rather right, timer. Left would be your flash, and down would be your macro if that's enabled. So this is the delete button. This zooms in. Let's check that out. So Nice zoom action. Overall, it's a decent point and shoot camera. It does record in 1080p, so no, not 1080p, sorry, 720p. So it does record in HD. It does record with the H.264 codec, so that's a very widely used codec, which is a good thing because you can upload those videos to YouTube without having a problem. H.264 really works well, as it's a good blend between quality and file size. You get really nice quality, and if you compress it, you can get a pretty nice file size. So overall, I recommend this as a digital camera, but the one thing that does worry me is the lower capacity battery here. Oh, by the way, that's the micro SD card slots. Yeah, that's a micro SD card slot. It does worry me a little bit because it seems like a small battery. It's a digital camera though, so you wouldn't be taking too many videos, hopefully, with this. And yeah, that's about it. So overall, what's my take on it? I think it's a good digital camera. Take it for what you will. It's got a lot of nice features in the sharing options, like wirelessly sharing features. Obviously, you're gonna have to connect to a Wi-Fi network. When you try to share something, it'll prompt you to connect to the network. So that's how you do that. And you know what? For a digital camera, it's a really good option, just because it's a 16 megapixel camera. So you get a decent amount of you get a pretty good amount of detail, especially for those large photos. Anything smaller, 4x6 or 8x10 photos, those are, it's gonna do well in that category. Poster size is one other thing, but this can also do poster sized photos just because of the higher resolution, higher megapixel count. So overall, there's a lot of good about it. Battery life would be one con, and that's about it. Just don't really use this as a video camera. I would not suggest using it as a video camera because first of all, the proper way to hold a digital camera is actually like this, and then like this, because this gives you a very stable grip. This makes sure it doesn't shake too much, and you take the photo. This is not a very ideal position for video recording. This may be great for photos, but not for videos. For videos, and especially if you want to do reviews like this, you're better off going with the camcorder. You can hold it like this, and with the camcorder, it won't wobble too much because you've got it strapped to your hand. So that's one thing. So good camera, digital camera, check it out. Battery life is something to just be wary of. But other than that, it's got a lot of nice, cool features, and especially the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is a really nice addition. So, I'm Faisal for all things mobile, and I'll see you guys in the next video.